We've all heard the story of David versus Goliath, but what happens when Goliath meets his equal? It's a collision that shakes the very core of the earth, and the next few battles are that very definition of chaos. Here are the times when giants collide in the ring. We'll dive straight into the raging storm that was the kickboxing clash between heavyweight titans Rico Verhoven and Antonio Bigfoot Silva, who had to withstand a mountain of adversity, starting with the Dutchman's tree trunk-like leg kicks.
Low kicks. This fight won't last long.
A bloodline-ending blow to the family jewels.
The distance in this fight, Verhoeven said 0.
A head kick that hit like a missile demolishing a skyscraper. And a firestorm of punches that was enough to reduce the big Brazilian to ashes.
Seems like just a matter of time now. Right hand, left hand. That's it. They'll stop it.
Like Bigfoot Silva, Bob Sapp was another hulking beast with mountains of muscle, but a glaring lack of skill to back it up, and it showed when he faced Alexander A Mileno. As soon as the bell rang, Bob made it clear he wanted no part of a striking exchange with Emelianenko, immediately diving into a clinch. But a couple of uppercuts quickly had him tossing that idea down the drain. Emelianenko quickly realized Sapp was all bravado and no threat, so he went for the kill and folded the American giant like a lawn chair. They say the bigger they are, the harder they fall, and the clash between Lithuanian bodybuilder Robert Bernica and Popek monster proved it true. Matched size for the first time, Bernica tried to bull rush and intimidate his foe, but was immediately dropped and taken for a ride. Bernica summoned every ounce of his protein-fueled might, rising like a titan refusing to stay down. But he was slammed down again and forced to eat raw fist, each one choking the life out of him.
Popek rozpędził, rozbujał I odklepuje Burnejka ciosy, a zatem...
Like Bernica, Poland's Marius Panowski is a 300-pound mean beef block who didn't fully capitalize on his size, especially when up against towering threats like Fedor. Knowing Marius had dynamite packed in his fist, Fedor chipped away with leg kicks.
Well, Fedor is showing clear success with that low kick.
To prevent his leg from turning into a beef patty, Marius was forced to go for a takedown.
Rozowski now goes for the shoot and the takedown.
But he was quickly sprawled and trapped in a chimera with no escape as Fedor twisted the pole's shoulder to its breaking point.
Make sure he doesn't get the crank, but he's going to go for that Kimura. There's the tap.
There's the tap out! Karol Fedor has done it. Pudzianowski had to get it.
Like Pudzianowski, Tomas was more muscle than menace, and it showed when he got picked apart by Neil Grove for the UCMA interim heavyweight title in 2012. Neil was in his groove from the start, picking apart the bodybuilder with the precision of a sniper.
Thomas needs to keep them hands up.
And it didn't take long for Neil to snap Thomas's leg like a twig, and then finish him off with ease.
With shots. Chops Thomas down with a big kick and a huge flurry of punches. Sees the fight over.
Huggy Bear Chris Barnett had a similar outing against Shinichi Suzuki, who unleashed an initial flurry that cut the American wrecking ball wide open, forcing a brief pause in the action. Once the fight resumed, Barnett hammered Suzuki with crushing body punches and sent the Japanese star crashing into the oblivion of doom. Speaking of Oblivion of Doom, the next knockout, courtesy of Marten, Rozowski, and Fernando Rodriguez, is straight from the devil's darkest corner of hell. The fight didn't last long. It started with a few kicks and ended with a kitchen sink exchange.
Będzie miotał te ciosy, najbliżej był z Grachem, ale teraz poszedł Fernando!
that saw Marten landing a nuclear strike, which sent his foe into a deep and unshakable sleep. Fedor Emelianenko is a man who's put dozens to a deep sleep, even in the twilight of his career, as he did against Quentin Rampage Jackson with a chilling display of dominance. The Bellator matchup was a one-way traffic from the start, as Fedor came charging in.
Fedor strikes first. He's striking.
The Russian continued to throw punches in rapid-fire succession.
Takes speed away from people. And still at 42, he still has very fast hands.
Before putting Jackson away with a right hand.
About where he's going to attack. Big shot. And it is all over. Big shot.
Fedor Emelianenko knocks out Quentin Rampage.
Another one of those OG legends with infinite aura is Alistair Overeem, who effortlessly brushed aside giants like James Thompson. As soon as their 2009 fight started, Thompson charged at the ring like a bull seen red.
And there it is, the going to stance here is Overeem.
But Alistair grabbed the beast by its horns and tamed it like a legendary matador.
Overeem look for a guillotine attempt. Thompson's gonna get out of there!
He got a standing guillotine.
Oh, it's a lot. It's good night, Irene.
I'm not sure.
Fernando Rodriguez is another man-mountain who crushed legends beneath his rubble, and one of his most notable victims was the French veteran Anthony Ria. In their 2015 matchup, Ria came out firing kicks like a cannon, but once Rodriguez started launching his missiles, the Frenchman was forced to take cover as the onslaught rained down like a landslide. Unfortunately, he could run, but he could not hide. Next up is the clash of veterans between Ivan Shkrivanov and Satoshi Ishii from 2017, a showdown that kicked off with brutal clinch battles.
Штырков вставляет колено в плечо, еще одно колено и плотно, хорошо забирает.
Ishii's game plan was to take Chikov down, but the Russian refused to budge, blasting the Japanese fighter with heavy punches and brutal knees that kept him on the back foot.
Коротким боковым потряс Штырков японца в первом раунде. Японца пока. Хороший лоу-кик попадает.
In round 2, Chikov flipped the script with a takedown of his own.
А вот попытка перевода в квартер.
Before sending Ishii to the Shadow Realm with a one-hitter quitter.
Хорошо попадает. И это тяжелое попадание. Я бы уже остановил нафиг. Извините за эмоции. Досрочная победа от Иванова. Какой молодец.
Now, not all big boys win after dominating their opponents. Some, like bad boy Badr Hari, have a knack for throwing away victories with stupid antics. And that's exactly what happened in his It's Showtime heavyweight title defense against Hygergus in 2010. In the first round, Badr left Gergus on the receiving end of a brutal beating that seemed to signal an easy night for the Moroccan. But in the second round, his villainous side took over. Resulting in a disqualification. So these were the times giants collided in the ring. Which fight gave you chills? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.